Hello, you're welcome to my YouTube channel. Thank you for stopping by. Today we are going to be going through this paper. Here is the May-June 2025 paper 2 variant 1. All right, let's get right into it. Please note that paper 2s commencing this year 2025 have become non-calculator papers. So we will be solving all of these questions without using a calculator. Let's get right into it. Now, after the first page, you get to see the formula sheet. Please do not be too reliant on this because it does not contain all the formula you would need to solve these questions. Question number 1. We are told to simplify this algebraic expression. To simplify an algebraic expression, you need to collect like terms. All right, so here we have 7c plus c minus 5d plus 3d. Please remember, while collecting like terms, you need to put the sign in front of each term each time. So you don't pick just the term, you need to take it with the sign right in front of it. All right, so we have 7c plus c is going to give us 8c, and minus 5d plus 3d is going to give us minus 2d. So our final answer here is 8c minus 2d. Now we move on to question number 2. Question number 2 is asking us or trying to check our knowledge of angles between parallel lines. Now, when you see this kind of lines, that is lines that have these arrows here, it shows that these lines are parallel. All right. Now, for these lines to be parallel, any line crossing both of them is referred to being a transversal. So there are certain properties, or there are certain kind of angles we get when we have a transversal crossing a pair of parallel lines. So you could begin to think about your alternate angles, your corresponding angles, or vertically opposite angles. These are the kind of concepts, or these are the ideas you need to bear in mind to answer this question properly. Also, when you have a question that has you looking for 3 different angles, and you have them, for example, here you have W, X, Y. In alphabetical order, ideally you should be able to find W first before going on to find X and then Y. But if you can't make that out, no worries. Just go ahead with it and attempt the question. Now, this particular question, my parallel lines are here, and then I have this transversal. Looking at angle W, I'm going to highlight this line for you to see something. Now, this is the line that has W, but notice that I have this angle here, and I could also draw this. Looking at this, you begin to realize that it could be an F. Now, since we can trace an F, it means we have corresponding angles here. It means angle 158 should correspond to angle W. And what is the thing about corresponding angles? They are equal. So therefore, we know that angle W equals to 158 degrees. All right, now let's move on to the next letter. The next letter we've been asked to find is angle X. For angle X is right here. Again, if we take a look at the parallel lines, I could trace this. All right, I have this. I'm seeing a Z. That's what I want you to see. Now, for parallel lines, when we have a Z, we say there is a pair of alternate angles. If you notice, this angle here is 76 and this angle is angle X. Because these angles are making a Z, we say they are alternate. And alternate angles are also equal. Therefore, our angle X will be what? 76 degrees. All right. Then finally, we're looking out for angle Y. If you take a look at the question, angle Y is right here. Let me highlight the triangle where Y shows up in. Okay, so I have this triangle here. That is where Y shows up in. It seems a bit challenging, but if you take a critical look at the diagram again, you will notice that you have 58 here, and it makes a straight line with this angle. Angles on the straight line are supplementary. Therefore, the angle here should be supplementary to 158. So we have 180 minus 158, and that will be what? 22. Okay, so it means that the angle here is 22. If you're not aware, supplementary angles are angles that add up to 180. So this angle here is 22. Remember the triangle I drew earlier? The sum of angles in a triangle should add up to what? It should add up to 180. Therefore, x, which we are looking for, or which we found earlier to be 76, x plus y that we're looking for now plus 22 should add up to 180. We already know x is 76 plus 22 plus y is equal to 180. 76 plus 22 is going to give us 98 plus y equals to 180. Therefore, our y is going to be equal to 180 minus 98, which gives us 82. So our angle y is equal to 82 degrees. I wrote all of my workings here so you could see both the diagram and the answer together. So let me highlight all our answers now. Our W is 158, our X is 76, and our Y is 82. All right, so we're done with questions numbers 1 and 2. See you in the next video where we'll move on to questions 3, 4, and 5. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe if you haven't done so. Bye.